Right, so hi, welcome. It's good to
Hi,
have
how
you
are
here.
you?
Could you introduce yourself to everyone
My name's Carolina. Nice to meet you.
and how do you relate to Bergen County?
I work in Bergen County,
Okay,
and I work with a lot of the LGBTQ community. Plus,
okay, perfect. Also, so the main question, short and sweet, what do you what do you think about the fact that there's no LGBT resource center in Bergen County, and does this impact you in any kind of way?
well, it impacts my clients, which is more heartbreaking. It doesn't. It impacts me as well because it's like I don't have an answer. I don't have anywhere to refer them to that I can actually have an LGBTQ plus worker to send them to so that they can get the needs that they have to get, you know. So it doesn't stop. It keeps going and going and going. So their issue is it doesn't have a solution because they cannot relate to, they don't feel comfortable, and that's the feedback that I get.
Mhm.
And that's the sad part.
And could you just like give me guesstimation, your best guess, like about how many clients are you seeing, and how often is this an issue?
This is a daily issue, and especially now with COVID, that people are home by themselves and they have no one to speak to. And they're more some clients that do have DV, domestic violence. They do prefer to speak to someone of the same sex that could relate to them, in some cases. And it's very hard.
Okay. And what kind of scope of issues are we talking about here? Are we just saying, hey, I'm feeling kind of blue? I mean, you
Um,
mentioned domestic violence, but like what other kind of issues?
Mental health issues. That's the number one goal. And
Okay.
going back to your answer for clients, I can say about 70 clients plus.
Okay. All right, awesome. So you kind of see, I'm trying just to focus on the need and demonstrating the need, and clearly there's a need for you in your organization. So thank
There
you.
is.
So
You're welcome.
could you, this is your time. Do you have any questions for me? Or do you
I
have,
do. I hope that with this message being sent across, that we can actually get the resources that we do need, not only mental health, but substance use. That's very, very big in the LGBTQ plus community.
what kind of
Um,
substance abuses are you talking about?
I'm talking about to have someone, doesn't have to particularly be LGBT, but LGBT friendly does help. But as far as like for the chem sex, no one actually talks about it. People just ignore it. Meth usage, heroin usage, just overall, just drugs use overall.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up because that's really important. Like you said, it is constantly ignored, and it's ignored from the top down. There's no one in the county looking at it. I mean, I'm sure they are, but they're not seeing it as an issue, and it's
Correct.
difficult. Yeah.
And I can honestly say that while while places were closed due to COVID, there were a lot of unfortunate deaths because of substance use. And these people didn't have anywhere to go to because everything was closed down. And I think that's what people are failing to see, that COVID did affect a lot of people's life. And we weren't able to be there for them because we were all had to be under quarantine at home,
Yeah.
and they don't answer phones because they lose their phones. They only know how to get to where you're at. And if the doors is closed, they're going to go to places where they're not supposed to go to, you know?
Yeah. So they're very chaotic, and
Correct.
important to have a
Correct.
mortar place where they can get to.
Correct.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No,
And
thank you.
I just want to say thank you for being an ally and being a part of the community and being visible and actually doing something and doing this amazing work,
Thank
because
you.
the community needs people like,
Correct.
you know, and it's such a need. And I don't think people see you as like being a first responder, you know, was it what's
Essential worker.
essential worker and doing this work, but you really are. And it's,
We are.
yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
Also, you're aware that this is being recorded and this is going to be with the
Yes, I
intent
am.
of being public, and right. And do you give consent to that? And
I do give consent because, like I said, we need a change, and we need these services for our people. You
yeah,
know, just for the community, for Bergen County, Passaic County, Essex County. We just need this for all our people that
thank
do need the help.
yeah. And it just so people, one thing I keep on saying to people, it's like LGBTQA plus. A is allies.
Plus,
So if you know, if you have a resource center, allies are included. You know, it's not going to say,
correct,
you know, single mothers get out of here. It's just saying you have to
correct.
be a part. You have to, you know, respect the LGBT population. So it's open to everybody. It's not just LGBT
So
people.
it's what we've learned with that is that no color, no race, no judgment, right? No labels.
Yeah,
Love is love, and
yeah,
that's all that matters.
yeah. So you feel comfortable with everything that we talked about here?
Yes.
Okay. And if at any point you feel that you want to have this taken down for any reason or no reason at all, just contact me and I'll do so. Just allow me a little bit of time to actually go ahead and, you know, do it.
No problem. You have my consent. There's no problem.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna
Thank
stop the
you.
video here.
Okay.